Welcome to New York City, the largest city in the United States with the population estimated at 8.3 million, making it the most populous city in the world. New York City is also known as the largest metropolitan area in the world by urban landmass. The highest number of billionaires of any city in the world reside in New York City, and the cultural, financial, and media capital of the world. Times Square, the crossroads and the heart of the world. It is one of the world's busiest pedestrian areas and the most visited tourist attraction, with yearly visitors estimated at 50 million. New York City is also known as the city that never sleeps because of its city subway system that never closes, and the Times Square at night, which is more vibrant and active than most other cities at noontime. Times Square is always the favorite place on earth for most New Yorkers and tourists alike. It is full of life and lights, the biggest TV screen ever, shops, best restaurants, and amazing Broadway shows, clubs, music, theaters, and etc. Times Square is also the site of the annual New Year's Eve ball drop, which began on December 31, 1907 and continues to attract over 1 million visitors each year. And can you believe this? Times Square is not really a square, but is closer to a bow tie in shape. Broadway runs diagonally, crossing through the horizontal and vertical streets grid of Manhattan, and the intersection creates a bow tie shape of the Times Square. We ate dinner and celebrated a friend's 50th birthday at the famous Carmine's Italian restaurant at Times Square. The food is served family style and was very delicious. Great food, great atmosphere, and wonderful service. I highly recommend this restaurant to my friends and family. Today, visitors in Times Square is still far compared to the pre-pandemic levels. However, businesses are waking up and indoor dining are partially opening. Restaurants are suffering, office buildings with 10% occupancy, and hotels are only reaching up to 20% occupancy. We reminisce the days we spent with great friends, and the moments were really spectacular. We visited the Central Park, the fifth largest park in New York City. It covers 843 acres and it is the most visited urban park in the United States with 38 million visitors visiting this park each year. We also visited Theodore Roosevelt Park. At the entrance facade is a bas-relief sculptures created in 1936 by Edward Field Sanford Jr. with 18 animals including lions, panthers, zebras, rhinoceros, and etc. And we had a chance to take a limousine ride crossing the Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge is a hybrid cable suspension bridge in New York City connecting the East River of Manhattan and Brooklyn. It opened on May 24, 1883 and was the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time of its opening, with 1,595.5 feet long and 127 feet high. It is also the first fixed bridge of the East River and an icon in New York City and a major tourist attraction since its opening, and designated as a National Historic Landmark, a New York City landmark, and a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. One World Observatory is the tallest building in New York City. It is a thrilling journey to the top and endless views of New York City. However, it is currently closed for health reasons following guidelines of CDC. Ellis Island is an island located in the harbor of New York in the United States of America. It is part of the Statue of Liberty National Monument and only accessible by ferry to the public. This was used by U.S. military to detain prisoners of World War I and II. Ellis Island may not be seen large on the map, but it is a destination in the United States of America, welcoming over 12 million immigrants to U.S. shore with an American dream. Statue of Liberty is a gift from France to the United States, designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, and its metal framework was built by Gustave Eiffel. It was given over on October 28, 1886, and is a copper statue located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, New York City. It is designated as a national monument in 1924. Independence National Historical Park is a historic district in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States of America. It is also known as the America's most historic square mile. It is a 55-acre park and preserves the national and international symbols of freedom and democracy and the founding ideals of the United States of America. Here it houses the Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell, and the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution were both debated and signed in this hall. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Washington, D.C., or District of Columbia, is also known as D.C. or Washington, is an important political capital of the world. This is the capital city of the United States of America and the seat of the federal government. This is one of the most visited cities in the USA, with recorded 20 million visitors in 2016. The White House is where the President of the United States of America lives and works since President John Adams in 1800. This was designed by Irish-born architect John Hoban in 1790. It was rebuilt in 1814 after the British attack. It cost $232,372 to build the White House in 1798 with aqua creek sandstone structures coated with lime-based whitewash, producing a color that gave its famous nickname, the White House. The White House is located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW in Washington, D.C. It underwent structural changes under President Teddy Roosevelt in 1900 and in President Harry Truman after World War II. This remains as the only private residence of the President of the United States of America. We drove to Niagara Falls to see the spectacular view of the falls. Niagara Falls was created 12,000 years ago from the last Great Lakes glacial melting activity and located between the province of Ontario, Canada, and the state of New York. The best view of the falls is in the New York side because the Horseshoe Falls or the Canadian Falls and is the largest is located in Canada. This is the largest falls in North America by volume and by width. It has a vertical height of over 176 feet and pouring more than 700,000 gallons of water per second and rushing over at about 25 miles per hour. That is why the world's first hydroelectric power plant was created in Niagara Falls by Nikola Tesla and George Westinghouse in 1885 and today is capable of supplying power to the whole of Ontario, Canada, and 1/4 of the New York State power needs at 4 million kilowatt hours of electricity. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share.